Hi guys, welcome back to Scottish Hair Practice. Hair Practice Scottish Story. Sorry boys, girls. I didn't do a shaving last couple of weeks because I was going to do them on last Sunday, but my son went out of Lincoln. He went over a pothole in his car and got a massive puncture, and the wheel was just about all blasted angle. I found it hard to fix up. Anyway, we're looking at the cost of tyres and bloody wheels, and it looked like it was going to be too much, you know what I mean, for the value of the car. It's a cheap car, so whether I get him another car or he ended up really selling another car, we also guaranteed on. But anyway, today we're going to be using Lather Blaster 3000. Not used this for a while. I'm also going to be, I've just took the bloom water off of the soap. I already had Proraso Pre-Shave on there. I'm just going to fill the sink up. We'll also be going to use, and some of them I used for a while, this little beauty, or big beauty. This is the Rich Man Shaving Tribute Brush. Huge, no, it's not huge, but to me it seems like it's huge. But it's like, it's a bit big. But yeah, it produces a massive amount of lather. Oh, I should have showed you, look, there's how much soap I'm using. This is just to be finished, so I'm just going to try and get it rid of this week or next week, something like that. I reckon it's worth putting back to. So I'm loading it like I hate it, basically, to get rid of it, or use it up, I would say. But yeah, that should do. Every time I think I'm going to use it all up, I end up still left. But yeah. And I thought, since I'm using the Lather Blaster, this is made by PAA. I think that's what I was going to do. Look, I might put in the description when because originally I was going to, but I haven't. I was, typical me, I was going to actually look at the price of this razor. Oh. I filled the sink too full, it's hot water and it's very hot, so just stick my finger in there and crack it. Anyway, I'll probably put this in the description below because this is the start today. This is the PAA Symetry. I don't know if you can see that little man just about here. Come closer so you can see it. There's a little man there. But anyway, that's the razor I'm going to be using. In there, I've got some blades from Nils Long in Tosh Shaving Group. These are called Euromax Premium Coated. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm trying these out basically. So I thought I'd try them out in that particular razor. But yeah, let's see if we can get a lather with this. Well, I've been on 3 minutes. We're watching a YouTube video the other day. The guy is shaving, like it was like 70 minutes or something before he put the razor in his face, which is like, oh, this is. I'm telling you, I've got, I mean, this might be a bigger brush, but I forgot how quick that gets out a lot of that. My sink's just a mess, and maybe that's why they use it so much, because the whole section down below me is just covered in soap. It just keeps dropping off, but anyway, maybe we need to get a technique. So I put a big bib round here, you know, catch the soap. Anyway, I ended up getting my son went away, wasn't it? On Monday or Tuesday last week after the weekend fiasco. When he'd already looked at a car a couple of weeks ago and he was thinking of getting it, and then he's humming in hand. So obviously that car got sold in the time he was humming in hand. But seen another one last weekend after I come back. And decided that he's going to try and get that. But obviously, because he's not working, you couldn't just go in and like buy it because you didn't have money for a kickoff. So he decided that he was going to take, what do you call it? A loan where you pay it every week because he can sort of afford that. So that's what he did. So we've got a new Outlander, Mitsubishi Outlander, and the driving, which is his car. So he's over the moon because that's his first car. Anyway, back to me. There we go. We're gonna get. I'm not had a shave with this for ages. I'll being honest with you, I'm still using that 6C. I'm trying out different blades, but at this stage, it's still. What do you know? It's still on feather that is my preferred blade for it. But it's no worry this, but actually you forget. See, when you've not used the razor for a while, you just forget how good it is. This is like I can buy it separate. It's a very razor for sort of like beginners, like if you were just starting shaving. I still think it's the best deal. Well, it's still the same price. I don't know. I'm going to check that out. If it's still $40 for the box, 40 American or US dollars, and you got the razor, you got soap, a little bottle of aftershave, and what is it? The Green Ray brush and 10 blades for $40. As far as I was concerned, it was a no-brainer. So that was the one. I bought that even though I had the Edwin Jagger. I bought that as well, just the kit, because I thought it was such good value. And I love PAA products, they just make a great product. Not that I'm getting sponsored by them or anything, but didn't get anything cheap. Just kidding. We pay a huge amount in postage to get stuff over here. I think the last lot I got was about $27 to get sent in postage, never mind the price of the actual thing. Saying that, if you live in America, there's bargains to be had. This Duramax is doing alright. It's good on the 6C as well. I've also been busy. I've been doing placement and individual support disability, which is basically you're helping to support people with a disability. So that's what I've been doing. It's like I didn't get paid for it, I was doing volunteer, but the idea behind it is that it could lead to paid employment. And at my age, it doesn't seem like I'm getting any paid employment. Anyway, what happened? I did 3 weeks of that. All shifts, I said I was a dairy shift at work, I didn't really care. Doesn't worry me, so I ended up doing about 7 days and 8 afternoons over the whole period. And then my mentor, or the person that was teaching me, I'm watching me, whatever I call it. I just called her mentor, and she then reported back to a supervisor. Who then reported back to the main manager, the whole lot. Anyway, this was for 3 weeks. So I finished up on Wednesday, just past. However, that was a freebie. The supervisor said that the manager wanted to meet me. So I had a meeting with her on Friday, yesterday. And she's given me a provisional thing. I've got to get my medication administration certificate, probably take about maybe a week, and change over a lot of my clearances to paid clearances rather than volunteer clearances. I want to do that to get back in touch with in touch with them, and they'll offer me a job. It's only 2 days a week part-time, but it's better than nothing, so I thought, okay, I'll do that. So I'm going to do that between now and hopefully next Friday, and then hopefully I'll know more next time I shave on YouTube. I might have a job. So how's that, eh? In my lifetime, I'm on my third, all I do with customer service, I suppose, but my third career change at my age, yeah. So yeah, this started off in the pub game in Scotland, like, started off working in pubs, eventually running pubs like the manager. And then when it came to good old Australia, I didn't really, well, I did it, we sort of tried to be a pub, but we first come up, couldn't really, didn't have the money, so I ended up going to good old GM Motors, and ended up doing supply chain within them, you know. I'm going to cross over, yeah. So continued on, so that's the pubs, supply chain, continued on with that, and now I'm going into disability individual support. I'd do a cert 3 for that though. I'll end up at the end, like next week or the week after, I'll end up with my cert 3 certificates and individual support disability. Because it's like the placement is only one part of it. You've also got the academic side, where you go into classes and do all these assignments and that sort of stuff. Anyway, so hopefully I'll let you working by the end of June, because then I can go to my accountant and get my tax done. I might get some back, who knows. I would see. Getting back to this razor. Yeah, it's Nils for a while there, like the guy Nils, which is on Toz. He was saying how great this blade was, and everybody in the group was buying them. But I mean, I've got, I don't know, 1,000 blades through that, different blades. And there's no way I'm going to get through them. Do you think you have about at least 2 to 3 shaves? Usually I go for the whole week on one blade, so usually maybe 4 times in a week. Apart from I'm on YouTube, I'm just trying different stuff on different radars. But anyway, he was buttering them up or saying how good they were. So you sort of, a lot of them went, and then found out that they were only it was $7 Australian dollars 50 for 100. Because it was supposed to be $10.50 for 100, but then because of the discount we were getting with this particular shaving place, V-Shod, I think it was called. Yeah, V-Shod was doing them. And because it was so cheap, everybody was buying 100 blades of these. And they must like it, because I've never seen anybody else putting them up for sale. But Nils is sort of one of these guys that you'll use stuff for a while, and then he'll just give it away for free, sort of thing. Just a nice bloke. Anyway, he recently, this would be maybe a year ago he started with him, but in the last couple of weeks, he asked me to watch something try. So this just sends a truck sort of. Me expecting from like 5 blades around. And I think these are what. I'm just taking a look at the actual trucks to see what the many blades they hold. Be right, you better hit him the right way up, John. That'll be right. 5. So he sent me 15 blades. So this is my second one, because the first one's actually in the 6C, but because I'm going ahead with the Symetry, I just put a fresh blade in it just to, because I'll probably end up, usually when I do these YouTube videos, they usually end up like not using the razor for another couple of days, just because 9 times, unless I didn't like it, 9 times out of 10 I'll sort of, I must be getting better at shaving, mind you, because very few times I've had a nick, which is good for me. Not that worries me, I mean. So I'm watching the Stray Whisker. Now I'm live. Done watched a couple of his shows on the, it's Friday night, he does it 5 our time, or 5:30, 6 o'clock, right about there, between 5 and 6. So we've been watching a couple of them. So he's done one on blades, on like, because he reckons that with a feather you could probably get 7 shaves max. I was watching him, then he also, it was funny, just this week, he was talking about how to get a better shave, which is what everybody wants, right? So, he was talking about how, this might go be longer because I'm yapping too much, but anyway, he was talking about getting a better shave. And guess what, he talked about everything, like I do. Everything I do since I started wet shaving or shaving with double edge. So, first thing he talked about was have a shower first, rather than, or wet your face with a towel or such, to sort of get you, I'm just going to go over again because sometimes when I go against the grain you get, I don't know, like your skin doesn't feel right. He talked about having a shower first, right? And then he reckons rather than do, well, I'm doing a bit too many passes, but he reckons just do a 2 pass, like one with the grain and one across the grain. Once you've got your proficient at the shaving, you know what I mean? Once you sort of been wet shaving, you're proficient. Now here's the kicker. He then says about using, if you want to use alum, use witch hazel or whatever. But here's the kicker. After shaving, what I've always said, and this will be a bit people sort of saying, oh, you can't do that, no. I've always said each to their own, but however, he reckons that because scientific reasons or whatever, the way your face is, it's better after you've had a shave to put a balm on first. So, and that's what I've always done. I've always alum, witch hazel, and then balm, then aftershave. But what I didn't know was, he reckons you leave, if you're using a cologne, or one with alcohol in it basically, to let the moisturiser sink in to your skin before applying aftershave, which is interesting. So yeah, and then he's talking about aftershave. and the more that have the ones with like 2 or 3 ingredients are the ones that to avoid, you just for like if you're going to use that as just without moisturiser. You know, the ones with all that like jojoba oil and all this sort of stuff in it, they're the best ones to use for well, to me, it's quite good actually. They're the best ones to use for after your shaves. You have to watch his video. There's quite a lot of stuff in there that I've probably picked up half the information. Like you do, you only pick up what I'm interested in, which is the same as anybody else. But yeah, so here's, I'm using Alum Durocco. This is, I like this, but I'm going to get, look at that, that's been like over 2 years. I'm not even halfway through it. And well, basically probably the last maybe year, I started using it every shave. And I found that I'm getting less, my neck and that used to get a bit red. Don't know whether it's the soap, because I've started, 2 things have changed. I started using, shit, time's coming on. I started using the alum all the time, but I also started using the pre-shave, going back to using a pre-shave all the time, because I think that using a pre-shave all the time definitely stops, as far as I'm concerned, definitely stops the readiness or the red. So I've got that on, but I never like leaving it on, so I'm just going to get a quick week and take it off. So I hope all you guys are doing well. And Michael, I hope you're enjoying your shaves with your Q-shave. It's easier to just sort of pat dry now. I hadn't made up my mind talking about which one I was going to use, but I just have just now. But I'm going to chuck on some what everybody uses. No, that I'm daft at. I'm getting through it. Look, I'm not really. Thayer's Witch Hazel. This is the rose petal. But as soon as this is gone, I'll be writing a good old T.N. Dickinson's, because I still like that the best. Don't know what it is, and it's a third of the price. But I could probably say it's every like video. I don't know, but it's a third of the price, and I prefer that. So what we're going to use for balm, because we've got heaps of balms here, you know, with different soaps that I've got match it. But I'm going to go with another El Chico. This is Sukin. Let me use this for a while. Who's used this last time? Facial. It's Sukin Facial Moisturiser. Over here, I think normal price is like 13 Australian. But I usually pick up for about 6 or 7 bucks through the, you know, oh, you get them everywhere. We have chemist warehouses, like basically a big superstore where I have everything like relating to like pharmacy stuff, aftershave, moisturisers, anything like that. And it's a lot cheaper. Well, it's shit. I keep doing it to this on the last video as well. Put too much moisturiser on. But anyway, probably because I've not used that stuff for ages. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time. So I suppose I could speak well for 2 minutes for lip dress, but I don't know. Because I'm getting up there 24.5 minutes. And that's the other thing he was showing. He had this Pepe Le Pew thing for spraying on your aftershave, no your aftershave, your EDP or EDT. And the plan behind that is you spray it in front of you, you sort of spray it here, and then you walk into it, and you reckon that the smell lasts longer that way. So, Anyway boys, I'm going to be because I like bloody be on this sinking in there. But you might be asking, what are you going to use for an aftershave? Okay. What am I going to use, pray tell? Well, look at this. It just so happens I have the Lather Blaster 3000 aftershave. Now look at that. Right? That's how much aftershave I've got left. And look at that. That's how much soap I've got left. So basically, I'm going to be using aftershave long after the soap's finished. But that's okay. I can live with that. Anyway boys, I'm going to let you go. And I'll put all this away. Well, that's what probably I'm doing, putting the camera out of the stand, the whole lot of this away while my face is drying. Anyway, hopefully I'll put a video next week. But who knows, that could be working again. I'm just kidding. I don't think I'll be that quick, but I'll let you know in the next video how I'm going. See you later. And oh, and thanks for watching. Oh, and what else did they say? Put a thumbs up to the video. And subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't already. No worries. Thanks a lot, guys. See ya. Bye.